the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. You know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, and she know it. Eyes on the prize, just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah, all over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Foxborough. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Rodgers going to put it up to get started. He's going to test this secondary right away. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards! Touchdown, New England! Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right to the air, it's Fields. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man, it's Hill. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Fields. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 22.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender in the pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already got me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
Here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers now. This one caught by Akins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds, a loss of a couple.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And the shotgun, no chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 57-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Pats will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Caleb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Third and 9. Now Fields. So on 4th down. Here's Bryce Berringer to punt. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Once again, it's Walker. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Fields. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. Matt Milano there to stop him. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalin Hyatt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A handoff, running left is Walker. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and long for Rodgers. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Man in motion is Brown. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now for Fields. Open man downfield is Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Fields. To the left side in the hands of Hill. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First down. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Dolphins first down.
The motion man here is Mitchell. A 1st down throw for Fields. That one taken in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
at their own 7-yard line.
That's out quickly to Mitchell. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now a second down throw for Fields. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A quick slant caught by Hill. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
I think some skeptics out there, Mike, said, okay, Tyreek, you're going to leave Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Let's see how you do down in Miami. And, well, what has he done? He's really taken his game to a whole nother level. Over 3,500 receiving yards in just the last 2 seasons alone.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he'll take it on in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, New England. His 2nd touchdown of this first half.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Fields. And he finds Tyreek. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but
and for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Patriots are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On the ground is Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Room to run past the 30. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down.
Now, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Throwing is Fields. He's got his man. It's Hill. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Fields from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Dolphins are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the pistol, here's Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Fields. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the screen.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play action now for Fields. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Walker. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll run here with Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they go with Walker. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Fields now to throw on 1st down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A big-time play for the Dolphins. 32 yards. To throw is Fields. That one into the hands of Hill. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout...
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Rodgers will take a knee, and that should do it. So it's a win for the Patriots. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a